Get ready for the show. SAUDICKA DIARAM show. Get ready for the show. SAUDICKA DIARAM show. Release, rapping, come now. Hey, SAUDICKA DIARAM show. Ready for the show. Hashtag SAUDICKA DIARAM show.
Thank you so much for tuning in this week. I am SAUDICKA DIARAM. This week we will be discussing alternative careers or expanding your income stream, especially as it relates to creative industries. And I have with me in this segment Tanice Morrison.
Love me or leave me. This is who I'd rather be.
She's an artist, but she's doing so much more, and you might be seeing her in a different capacity in the upcoming years. Nice to have you,
Hi,
Tanice.
SAUDICKA. Thank you so much for having me.
How are
Good to see
you?
I'm doing good. I have to say, you know, I have health and strength. I'm alive.
Good.
You know, and I think those are important
Things.
Yes.
Health and strength, and you're alive.
And life.
So let's talk about, you're an artist by profession. How long have you been in the creative industries?
I've been in the industry for, I would say, over 15 years.
Wow.
I started out pretty early.
Have you been doing work outside of Jamaica, touring?
I have, but lately, well, actually earlier this year, I was in New York. I've done a couple gigs. I worked, I did a little background work for Ken Booth, actually.
Nice.
Yeah, but I'm back now, and I'm actually dabbling into different things. Well, I shouldn't say different, because it's something that I've started out doing as well, coupled with the music. So teaching.
So that's your alternative branching or going back in?
Somewhat. I never quite left, but it's just that I was more focusing on the music.
So you were teaching while recording that album and producing that album in 2010?
Like privately, you know, I would, you know, teach students one-on-one. So my main focus was remedial reading, like literacy. Right. So, but I've never left the teaching, you know, and I think I try to bridge the two. You know, so
now you're back studying.
I am back
take
studying
it to a different level.
to a different level.
Where are you studying?
I'm studying literacy studies, and that has to do with the remediation of assisting people, not just how to read and write, but also how to be able to think critically, reading with accuracy, and be able to make, you know, informative decisions so they can contribute to society. And these are things that as individuals we take for granted.
Do you think the knowledge you're getting now, it would be able to assist, let's say, in artist management, artist development in the industry?
Yes, that discipline actually can be applied to, you know, whatever it is. Because first of all, being educated and being able to present yourself a certain way, you can actually go out there and represent in the best capacity, competing with other people. You know how to approach a certain situation, you know, so it's a good thing. And I think it's important, and I would encourage anybody who can afford to further yourself in education. It is important,
especially creative
it's a door.
industry.
Yes, it's a door opener, and it also helps you to grow mentally and otherwise, you know, so it's important.
What has been the biggest change in the music industry that you really have to pivot it based on the changes?
The changes, I have to say, I wouldn't say changes, because it has always been there. Yeah, but it's evolving. And then, you know, through hard work, I'm committed. I'm committing to working hard.
Right.
And I just like to explore different things that can actually build me. It's not just about music as in singing or performing, but music has different aspects. You can go into production, you can go into hosting like you. I mean, you can, but it's just about knowledge, and technology has improved so much, and the information is just there at your fingertips. You can just do about anything. I mean, sometimes you want certain information, you just go on YouTube. YouTube is like a second. classroom. You
And
know?
that's also an opportunity to monetize
And to monetize
the music as well, to get
yes.
the information there. But I
Exactly.
guess it takes management.
It takes proper management, and
Dedication.
of course, dedication, and like you said, the education aspect. Because I've also done some studies in entertainment and events management, and that also helps me. And I've done this at the VTDI. A lot of people don't know about that program, but it's quite helpful because for me, I was able to apply it in terms of knowing about intellectual property rights.
Which is such a
It
big
is very
area
important
now.
because as artists, you know, we tend to focus more on the creative and not understanding the business side, which is, I mean, you know, you have your manager and you leave that response, but it's good to know. So both of you, whatever the manager is saying or if the contract is in front of you, at least you can understand.
That's true.
You know, so it is important
It's
to
very
educate
important.
yourself.
Yeah. So working on the second album,
I'm working on a second
what is
album.
that one going to be about? How different is it? Pouring some new growth knowledge.
More growth knowledge for sure. There's maturity. There's a different perspective on life, and also it's more. I'm gonna include more love songs this time because like people ask you need to do more love songs, you know. But sometimes it's just what inspires you, and but you have to feel when people ask you, you know, you have to please the public and the fans and so on. So
you're gonna be doing more love songs, some sexy ones, some sexy
love
videos coming.
well, hopefully, but there's spiritual growth too. I have to include that, and you know, you just never know. You never know.
Well, we're looking forward for that one.
Yes.
And all the best in your
Thank you so
studies.
much. Thank you.
And next
Thank
time
you.
when I
I need
see
that.
you, maybe I'll be interviewing you in a classroom.
There you go.
Or we'll be discussing your new album that's
Yes.
coming up. What's the name of it?
Soul Deep.
Soul Deep.
I'm thinking about Soul Deep.
Perfect.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes.
And
No,
you are writing all the songs on that album?
Writing all the songs, but they're early days yet. Like I say, I'm just taking my time because there's some, you know, mention about collaborating with different acts, and so.
Baby stage for
Yes,
this one.
yes.
All
yes.
right, Tanice Morrison.
Thank you, Saudicka.
Thank you so much,
Good to have you.
darling.
Good to have you.
Not a problem.
To be with you.
We're going to take a quick break, guys, and we have more coming up right here on the show. We'll be right back.
Hey, SAUDICKA DIARAM show. Ready for the show? Hashtag SAUDICKA DIARAM show.